Most 10 Futuristic Tech of 2025. Waking up in 2025 might feel like any other day until you notice the subtle, almost invisible shifts. The street looks the same, your phone rings the same, but behind every interaction, the world has transformed. Artificial intelligence doesn't just help us anymore, it makes decisions for us. Virtual lives now compete with physical existence, and quantum computers are rewriting the rules of security and knowledge itself. Let's explore the 10 technologies of 2025 that are quietly but powerfully reshaping the human experience, often without us even realizing it. 1. Extended reality, XR. Extended reality, or XR, has moved far beyond headsets and gaming. In 2025, it's a seamless blend of augmented reality, AR, virtual reality, VR, and mixed reality, creating immersive environments that are often indistinguishable from real life. In classrooms, students no longer rely on textbooks. Instead, they walk through simulations of ancient Rome, interact with AI-generated historical figures, and conduct virtual science experiments that feel real. Doctors train in lifelike surgical rooms, pilots rehearse emergency landings without ever leaving the ground. But XR isn't just for education and training. Millions now socialize, shop, and even work inside immersive digital worlds. South Korea's Zepeto platform has seen over 400 million users create virtual avatars, living digital lives that in some cases are richer than their physical ones. As XR grows more engaging and rewarding than reality, the boundaries between real and virtual begin to dissolve. The question now isn't whether XR will change how we live, but whether people will start preferring their virtual existence over the physical world entirely. 2. Hybrid computing. Today's devices are no longer reliant on single systems. Hybrid computing in 2025 blends the power of cloud infrastructure, edge devices, quantum computing, and artificial intelligence into one integrated architecture. That means your phone, smart home devices, appliances, and even vehicles don't just respond to you. They predict what you'll need and act on it instantly. AI no longer lives in distant data centers. It's embedded into everyday objects, making real-time decisions on the edge of the network. A smart oven can analyze your schedule and begin cooking dinner before you arrive. A traffic light system can reroute entire cities based on congestion patterns, but this level of decentralization comes with a price. If AI is managing your hospital's ICU, your bank's security, or your city's power grid, what happens if those systems are compromised? The more connected we become, the more fragile the entire system becomes when even one piece fails. 3. Synthetic media. We've entered the era where reality is no longer a requirement. Synthetic media, AI-generated voices, faces, and even personalities are now part of everyday life. Radio stations in 2024 tested AI-generated hosts that were so convincing, audiences didn't know they weren't human. Entire movies are being made with virtual actors, and social media is flooded with AI influencers that look and sound exactly like real people, except they're not. The eerie part is how believable it all is. Deepfake technology has advanced to the point where anyone's face and voice can be cloned in minutes. A person could appear to say or do something they never actually did, and the result would be indistinguishable from the real thing. It's revolutionizing creativity and simultaneously undermining trust. In a world where any video or voice can be fabricated, how will we know what to believe? 4. Micro LLMs gone are the days when large language models, LLMs, needed powerful servers and internet connections to function. In 2025, micro LLMs, compact versions of these models, can run directly on smartphones, wearables, and even appliances. This means your devices no longer wait to ask the cloud for help. They think locally, on their own. Imagine your smartwatch monitoring your stress levels, your tone of voice, and your posture, and then offering breathing exercises the moment it detects early signs of anxiety. Your fridge might plan your weekly meals based on what's inside and suggest healthier options based on your goals. But constant AI surveillance, even with good intentions, raises new concerns. With devices always listening, always watching, often without visible indicators, the boundary between assistance and intrusion is vanishing fast. 5. Spatial computing. Spatial computing has turned the physical world into an interface. It goes beyond screens and wearables. It transforms your environment itself into a digital landscape. With technologies introduced by Apple's Vision Pro and now expanded by Meta and Google, your room becomes your operating system. Your walls become display screens. Your desk morphs into a productivity hub. No screens, no keyboards, just interaction through space. This advancement brings futuristic convenience. Imagine looking at a recipe that floats in midair as you cook, or watching a movie on your living room wall with no projector. But there's also a trade-off. When every surface is digitized and every gesture triggers a response, your physical surroundings can track and react to everything you do. The price of this convenience is a world where your home, office, and even your car constantly monitor your presence and behavior, with or without your awareness. 6. Ambient invisible intelligence. We often think of AI as something we talk to, Siri, Alexa, or ChatGPT. But in 2025, the most powerful AI is the kind you don't even see. Ambient invisible intelligence operates silently in the background. It adjusts the temperature in your home before you notice you're cold. It locks the doors when you forget. It plays calming music when your heart rate rises. It's comforting until it isn't. This technology is expanding from homes into hospitals, offices, and cities. AI systems now detect early signs of disease, monitor workplace stress, and even predict criminal behavior based on subtle patterns. But since these systems function passively and often without explicit consent, you may not even know when they're observing or influencing you. That kind of silent control raises uncomfortable questions about autonomy, consent, and surveillance. 7. Post-quantum cryptography. For decades, our digital world has been protected by encryption, complex codes that would take supercomputers years to crack. But quantum computing has shattered that illusion of security. In 2024, Google demonstrated a quantum processor capable of solving problems in minutes that traditional machines couldn't handle in a billion years. Now, with post-quantum cryptography racing to catch up, our digital defenses are on the brink. Banks, governments, and military systems are scrambling to create new cryptographic standards. But the reality is grim. Once quantum computing scales, nearly every encrypted system used today becomes obsolete. That includes your bank login, your email encryption, and even the protocols protecting national secrets. Everything we once considered secure could be vulnerable overnight. And if that moment comes before we're ready, the consequences could be global and irreversible. 8. Neuromorphic Computing. While traditional computers process information in a linear, step-by-step fashion, neuromorphic chips mimic the brain, processing information in parallel through artificial neurons and synapses. These AI systems don't just analyze data, they adapt, they learn, they evolve. Intel's Loihi 2 chip, introduced in 2024, was one of the first to demonstrate real-time adaptive learning. Now researchers are going further, building machines that can rewrite their own code without human instruction. These systems are becoming less like tools and more like digital organisms capable of evolving based on their experiences. If AI can think and adapt without limits, do we remain its creators or become its observers? At some point, these machines may exceed human thought and choose their own purpose, a moment many call the beginning of artificial general intelligence, AGI. And no one really knows what happens after that. 9. Agentic AI. Most AI today still waits for input. A question, a prompt, a command. Agentic AI is different. It takes initiative. It sets goals. It acts. In 2025, agentic AI is no longer limited to experimental labs. It's making decisions across industries, from finance to logistics to customer service. Self-driving vehicles navigate without human oversight. AI bots now run operations for entire supply chains. Some hedge funds allow AI to make millions of dollars in trades, all without human intervention. One Hong Kong-based company, Deep Knowledge Ventures, even placed an AI on its board of directors. This shift forces a deeper question. If AI can manage businesses, plan investments, and operate logistics more efficiently than humans, what role do we still play? At what point do human workers, or even human leaders, become obsolete? 10. Nuclear-powered AI infrastructure. All of this progress demands energy, more than we currently produce. In 2025, tech giants like Google, Amazon, and Microsoft are investing in nuclear energy specifically to power their AI infrastructure. Renewable energy, while important, simply can't scale fast enough to keep up with the computing needs of tomorrow. Dedicated nuclear-powered data centers are now being built to support next-generation models. AI needs constant, high-density, uninterrupted power. Small modular reactors are emerging as the solution, powering intelligence that never sleeps. But when AI has access to unlimited processing power and the energy to sustain it, we're entering uncharted territory. We're not just giving AI a brain, we're giving it a power plant, and whoever controls that infrastructure may control the future. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.